Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Cabernet, where things are going really badly.
In a cage yet again. Have you learnt no lessons?
I thought I wouldn't get to see you again.
It takes more than a little jape to vanquish a presence like mine. You betrayed my trust once before. I do not hold it against you. While I rested, I hoped you would find your own path. Nonetheless, looking at your soul once more, I recognize that all this time I was wrong about you. I once gave you a chance when you were trapped, but instead of a fearsome beast, you became a mewling kitten.
That's not true.
You don't know the first thing about me, or what I've learned.
But I do. I look upon your spirit, and I see the truth. If only you listened to me, you could have become the maker of history, the master of rulers, the forger of destinies. Instead, you will stay here forever, imprisoned by a mortal fool. Let this be a lesson to you. So much potential wasted. Pity.
Yeah, he's not going to help. Okay.
Hello.
I know you.
We've met before, haven't we?
Couldn't say. I meet a lot of people in my line of work.
You used to guard the way to Savelli's office.
I think I remember you. You were with that lady with the scar, weren't you?
Yes, exactly. My name's Lisa.
Luca.
So
How did you end up down here?
they've put you all the way down here now.
I've been promoted.
Right. Promoted. Of course. How did you end up working here, if you don't mind me asking?
I've been working at Town Hall for decades. Seen my share of mayors pass through.
And how does Savelli compare to the rest of them?
Well, at least he doesn't drink, doesn't steal. That's a first, I'll tell you. The town seems to flourish.
True, but what about all this? Hundreds of innocent people abducted and tortured.
Our people need a firm hand, you know? Besides, they say the people down here are no use to anybody. No offense.
None taken.
How do you feel about the work?
So, how do you feel about the work?
I could do without the blood, if I'm honest. And the people's screams. I don't even want to think about that.
Then why do you keep doing it?
One day, I was notified that I was promoted. I was pleased. Could use an extra coin or two. They didn't tell me much. Just ordered me to go down the stairs.
And then what happened?
When I saw all this for the first time, I was horrified, of course. But once they bring you here, there's no way back. If I tell anyone what happens in this place, they'll just drag me back down. Only, I'll be on the other side of the bars. I've got a family that depends on me. I can't abandon them. I'm afraid this is my life now.
Move on. This is my
I
life.
have to get out of here. And I think Luca might be able to help. If I can just make him trust me a little more, perhaps I can enchant him. Of course, there are always other ways. Say, Luca?
Whistle his tune.
You know that piece too?
Of course. Slavonic dances. Who doesn't?
You'd be surprised. Music from abroad rarely makes an appearance down here.
What a shame. Absorbing the wonders of the world through music is a singular experience you and I clearly share. I'm lucky to have you watching over me.
Well, it is nice to hear some music down here. And to now have a whistling partner.
What is my... Oh yeah, I don't have the, dress, but I am amped up.
He seems to have warmed up to me. I may be able to enchant and influence him now.
Lately, I only talk with people around here due to my shift hours. They aren't the most cultured bunch.
That must feel lonely.
I don't want to complain, but all they do in their spare time is play cards and drink. I'd like to talk about something a little more interesting.
I feel like we get along just fine, Luca.
I reckon so.
Say,
Convince Luca.
listen, Luca. You aren't such a bad person, are you? You have compassion for other people, for your family. I know you understand that what goes on down here is not right. These people are not expendable. Criminals are not. They're human beings. They can't be treated like this.
But what can I do? If I tell anybody, they'll kill me and everyone I care about.
That's why you can leave it to me. Just let me out of here and I promise I will shut this horror factory down. You and your loved ones will be safe.
All right. This may be worth the risk, but I can't just let you walk out. They'll kill me.
Why don't you tell them I enchanted you and forced you into submission?
You can do that? Maybe you lot should be behind bars. All right.
Just lay down as if you fainted for 10 minutes or so. Then you can alert everyone.
Agreed. Good luck.
I don't have much time before they start looking for me. I need to get out of here and tell everyone what's going on. But first, I need to check on Kolya.
Already ahead of you, game.
Thank goodness you're all right.
Lisa, look at me. Is this normal? Am I dying?
It depends on how technical you want to be. You'll be fine. Don't worry.
Luca! What the?
They're already here.
How do we get out of here? We'll never get past the guards.
I don't have the time to teach him how to turn invisible. Have you read Ostrovsky's Thunderstorm?
What?
Watch me and do the same.
I can't believe I'm flying.
Let's get out of here quickly.
You! Where do you think you're going?
Quick, Kolya. Move toward...
It's her! Shoot!
And I clicked out of the screen.
Severely warned that she can turn invisible. Look out!
We made it out, Kolya. I can't believe it. Wait, what is going on out there?
Our people have been enduring this tyranny for centuries. Ruler after ruler after ruler. The story is always the same. Unlawful imprisonment for true heroes, like my friend Gosha, who was apprehended last night with no notice or reason.
After you turned her in.
And what does the ruling class get? Palaces, gold and power.
Which you
Don't trust
want.
the honeyed speeches of the new officials. This is the same fairy tale we've been told, but it's all lies.
You're telling the same fairy tale.
And this is exactly why we can't trust the rotten government to execute our rights. It is time for a better future. It is time for everyone to unite. It is time to burn this place to kingdom come.
Wait!
What the hell?
There are people locked up down there. We need to save them.
Don't listen to her. And the tyranny stops today. The power goes to us, the people. No regrets. What? Why didn't it explode?
Did Gosha-
Gosha, you bitch. You deactivated it, didn't you?
Get
Yay,
the
Gosha.
terrorists now! Don't let him get away!
Did she say there are people still inside?
Quick, we need to help them!
Hurry up, everyone!
Storm the palace, or the town hall. It's sort of a palace. I do need to click over here so I have my timer visible. There we go. $19.99.
Hello? And a happy New Year's Eve to you too. Of course. I'll pass it on. Thank you. I see how it is now. The only reason you called is to talk about the clinic, isn't it? I know. I'm just teasing. Look, I promise the budgets can wait till after the holidays. We're doing great. Seriously. The patients are happy, and that's all that matters. I'll handle the board. Now go and spend time with your family. Doctor's orders. All right, dear. Have a wonderful break. Marina's pushing herself way too hard, but I honestly can't imagine a better partner to run the clinic with. No more work tonight. I need to take my mind off it. Among other things. What's on TV? In memory of Ghost, a finer hunter and companion there never was. My dear Anastasia, after the divorce with Evgeny, she changed her last name back to her maiden one, Anastasia Thrythlind. It's been almost a century, but it still feels like it was yesterday when we parted. I remember it so well. After years together, I confessed to you my true nature. You were startled, but compassionate, comforting, as you always were. How I wish you had accepted my offer to turn you.
Oh.
But you chose a mortal life over the one I have, soulless and eternal. I, in turn, was understanding too.
I wouldn't call it soulless.
Besides, how would you listen to your beloved choirs within churches as a vampire? Rest in peace, my love.
Okay, we're gonna save. I am still intoxicated on blood.
Home sweet home. It may not be much to look at, but it's mine, and I do love it here.
There we
All
go.
of Anastasia's lessons weren't in vain. I'm glad I stuck with it. With a little practice, even the least gifted student would become decent in 100 years. I may have not taken it much further than that, but I'm proud to say that many a guest has been entertained with this particular instrument. I don't usually care much for awards, but this one feels special. It's the highest honor given by the Medical Academy for groundbreaking contributions to hematology. All that blood research the doctor and I used to do really paid off. Took decades to conduct, but luckily, I had no shortage of time. Had to use an alias, of course. Can't keep my real name on the records. Otherwise, over the decades, people would catch on. Especially now with the internet. Anyway, the name may be fake, but the lives we helped save were very real. An appraiser friend of mine recently looked at this painting. Turns out, over the decades, it appreciated in value and is now worth a small fortune. Don't think I'll ever sell it, though. Means too much to me. I heard vampires get quite attached to their possessions as they get older. Guess I'm not immune to that.
I've been on the fisheye effect this entire time. Anything else? Nothing about Roman or Eliza? I wonder if Roman ends up becoming a vampire.
Well, Oksana, only a few hours left till we get to celebrate the much-anticipated year 2000.
The new year is flying fast towards us, and what better present for the nation than the first annual address of the newly elected President Chernov?
Absolutely. It's been a tumultuous year for our country with the tragic, sudden passing of the former head of state. Luckily, Anatoly Chernov promptly took matters into his own hands, first as acting president and now as president-elect, after the results of the official emergency referendum.
That's right, Maxim.
This sounds
President
suspicious.
Chernov has already demonstrated his firm and efficient governing style. In his short time in office, he's issued orders to reinforce the defensive military budget. And has also introduced a zero-tolerance policy towards illegal immigration.
Yep.
Finally, our people will have the much-desired stability back into their lives.
Savelli, your ideas continue.
Can't wait to hear what he has to say at midnight.
Me too. Say, Oksana, what are you going to wish for when the clock strikes 12?
Well...
Fools.
Oh, didn't have Who's that? Is that Elise?
Looks like your ride is here and already causing a nuisance.
Oh, you live with Eliza. Cool.
That bastard woke me up from such a beautiful dream.
Oh, what was the dream?
And what was the dream?
That all the annoying drivers in the world were dead, obviously.
Right. Of course.
Hey, are you all right?
Yeah.
You know you don't have to do this, right? Besides, it's not going anywhere.
Are you wearing a crop top?
Why don't you come to the party with me tonight? Should be good fun. Arbin sent us a case of that delicious vintage Cabernet.
I admit, it's very tempting, but I'm sorry. I can't. I have to do this on my own, and I have to do it now. I don't know why, but I feel that tomorrow won't be the same.
Fine. You've always been a stubborn one.
Look who's talking.
You know you can call me any time, right? If you're in any trouble at all, just send a word and I'll tear them apart before they can say Happy New Year.
I bet you would, but I'll be fine, I promise. I'm pretty tough myself.
Yep.
That you are.
I better get going before the car leaves without me.
Tell him if he wakes me up again, I'll curse his kin to the 5th generation.
I will. Love you, my queen.
Love you too, princess.
Okay.
Getting close now.
So, here I am again. Good to be back. It's hard to believe the last time I set foot here was around a century ago. Vampires generally aren't allowed to stay in the same place for more than 20 years. Otherwise, people start asking questions. Small towns have surprisingly long memories, but you can usually come back once it makes sense for you to pass as your own offspring. Nowadays, they call permission to stay a vampire visa. Higher society granted me one for this town decades ago, but I just haven't been ready until now. I'm not sure why, but I feel like I owe my old friends a visit in this new millennium, even if it is at a cemetery.
Interesting. Modern day tropheme.
Here we are. That will be 200 coins.
I thought I asked you to stop by the field.
Sorry, lady. No dice. Too much snow.
How much money do I... 500.
Fair enough. There you go. And here is something from Grandfather Frost on top.
Seriously? Thank you, really. Much appreciated.
Sure thing. Happy New Year's Eve.
You too. If you don't mind me asking, why did you choose to come here? This place is... well, it's a bit of a hole. No offense.
None taken. Trust me, I know. Honestly, I'm not so sure myself. I used to live here. I guess I just wanted to walk down memory lane.
Well, good luck. And hey, if you need a ride back, just call this number.
Thank you.
And away he goes.
This monument was built to commemorate the brave men and women who saved dozens of lives and prevented further disaster during the town hall tragedy. That night indeed became an important one in the town's history. Due to Yvonne's bomb being defused, the rescue operation was swift and simple, and those who weren't already dead or dying all made it back home. I wish the sign mentioned Gosha by name. She was the true hero in all this. Without her, just like it says there, the outcome could have been a disaster for the ages, since so many of the horrors beneath Town Hall were vampire-related. Shortly after the rescue operation, the Higher Society sent a hypnotist crew, a well-trained, powerful group of vampires. Of course, there wasn't any enchantment strong enough to completely remove those memories. However, they did manage to alter them enough to convince the humans that what they saw was all standard prison torture practices.
How lovely.
Horrible and illegal, yes, but nothing beyond the depthless depravity of mortal beings. The corpse chamber and draining floor, no more than a gruesome dream that faded with the sunrise. The Countess, predictably, kept adjusting with the times and growing her fortune. After the Cabernet producing facility at the town hall was destroyed, she took a loss and had to pivot. However, when the doctor completed the research under her contract, she was able to update her blood source product line with a new consumable. It allowed vampires to temporarily increase their mental and physical abilities, without the side effects of Cabernet intoxication. Of course, that in turn ended up causing a different kind of addiction, even if largely of a psychological nature. But that, of course, never bothered the Countess in the slightest, as it only increased the revenue. The business kept growing, so eventually she took it worldwide and established the headquarters in France, where she now resides.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
I believe Victoria still works for the Countess. In fact, ever since the Countess moved her operations to France, I heard Victoria got a big promotion and is now head of the local branch. In a way, I'm happy for her. So many years of servitude finally paid off. Hope this is what she was looking for.
Come on. There we go.
What can I say? There's never a dull night with Elisa. There aren't many who have the privilege of being friends with this mysterious creature. So, I'm proud to be one of the lucky ones. How many vampires can say that they've seen the sunrise after being turned? I am yet to meet another but her. Only her unique blend of intelligence, passion, and a touch of madness could achieve such results. Her technique, however, brought about much more than just her famous sunrise paintings, which I must say are a huge hit among the vampiric community. I often use a version of it in my clinic for both vampire and human anesthetic purposes, and have helped introduce this practice throughout the vampiric medical community. When her vampiric visa in town expired, sadly, Elisa had to abandon her hookah bar. Such is the fate of most vampiric enterprises. However, people remembered it fondly years after its closure and told stories of legendary nights spent there. The tales grew with embellishments until no one knew what was true, like any good story eventually does. There were vampires who attempted to recreate Elisa's success by building their own such establishments, but no one was able to quite capture her same type of magic.
You mean necromancy?
Still, wherever she goes, she manages to start a new venture and turn it into something special. To selfishly put this all aside for a moment, I'm just so incredibly happy we're together. Who knew that I would fall for someone like her?
The player?
But then again, there really isn't anyone quite like her, is there?
Okay, let's go look at Savelli.
The infamous Savely Skortsov, the purportedly non-corrupt mayor of town, ended up being a ruthless sociopath. The fact that Gosha defused Ivan's bomb meant two things for him. One, that the building didn't crumble on top of his own head after the explosion, meaning that he survived the night. And two, that when I took the townsfolk to help free the prisoners, he was taken by surprise and captured. As one would imagine, given Savely's deeds, he spent the rest of his life behind bars. Perhaps his greatest legacy is that he became somewhat of a folklore figure. Mothers in this area often frighten their children by telling them that bloody Savely will snatch them up if they don't behave. In contrast, the next mayor the town elected remained in his position for nearly a decade and was entirely inconsequential. During that whole time, he arguably did less to improve the town than Savely did in a few months. But then again, he didn't organize brutal murders beneath town property. Well, at least that we know of.
Okay, I'm going to pause because there is a barking dog. I was about to say darking bog. That would have been weird. There's a barking dog that demands being let in, so I'll be right back.